Hello and welcome back to HoboCop. We're your hosts. I'm Marini.
I'm Mira.
And we just got money.
Money. Yeah, we're fucking rich now. We're rolling in it.
The smoker on the balcony.
Yeah, remember? We, behind the whirling
Oh, that
rags.
guy. Yeah. Okay, that guy.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're rich. We have $7 whole. Do we need to do anything else in here or peace out?
No, but you can just peace out.
All right. What was that thing that I was taught how to do? I don't have to keep pushing the button, correct?
Yeah, you could just double click and hold to run.
Double click and
Or you
hold
could
to
just
run.
and if you wanted to just walk, you could just hold the mouse down instead of keeping the click.
Oh, I see. Okay. But keep the thing. Okay, got it. All right. Where should we go? Back to find that guy?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can we go this way? Ooh.
Or whatever you want, Melanie.
All right. Let's talk to this guy because he's highlighted.
Scab?
Call me mañana. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild
Charles.
North? Come to see the strife?
Hello.
Little says hi. He's behind me on the chair. Hey, buddy. What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. He smiles. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization. I could ask him for money. Or, I guess, talk to the union boss later. Say what?
Do you think he'd be able to give you money?
Probably not. Okay. Do you want to say anything to him, or are we good?
We're good.
Okay. Let's keep moving. Let's see where else we can go. Let's go up here. Hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Okay. What's this thing? In case of strike, press button behind guard. Okay. More than enough to please a woman? What?
She's probably talking to somebody.
Oh.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
What do you mean?
Is that what you want to say?
We need to get to the harbor. Be calm ham sandwich. I mean, it's pig, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what I'm assuming.
Alright. Oh, I don't even remember what spoilers even are at this point. Okay, my body is unimportant. I'm with the police. We need to get into
That
the
is
harbor.
precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Oh, alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough. I need you to open the door to the harbor. Oh, ask him? I know what Kim's gonna say because I'm hungover.
But do you know what Kim's gonna say?
No?
Melanie,
not
please,
good.
please do whatever you want.
Okay. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
Yeah.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the
Cooperation.
Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Is this guy... I can't
What?
tell what his race is. Is he like... He doesn't look
Looks black.
white. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he doesn't look... Okay.
Yeah, no, it's literally, I feel like the portrait is just insinuating he's literally like all these different colors except for white.
Okay.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now
Potato?
your ascent to the genetic summit
Potato.
has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Aw, shit. I've been called out.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There's a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. Light or not as little to do like this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eye towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
My impulse is say, yeah.
You keep telling yourself that.
This Mr. Claire is a man of vision. It means he has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Oh, shit! I hit enough
wow.
of this. Whoops.
You can try to go back to the loop. So go to the Union one again.
Okay.
Continue. You keep telling yourself that? Continue. Alright, there you go.
My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Okay.
Individualism. You have gotten these ideals from the general Jewish culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs. From disco, actually.
I've gotten it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
I was about to say, who are the Seminese? Alright. I don't really know who the Seminese are. I've recently experienced head trauma. Nah, he doesn't need to know that. Who are the Seminese?
The South Island race, Haplogroup F4. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Peloponnesus and arrived here 4,000 years ago, millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol.
Duncan says, heads up, you will never out racism this guy.
Okay.
I am the descendant. The narrow streets of Elysium are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass of Isle du Fantôme, waiting on the immaculate conception of the pale.
So you did not come from the islands? Or you did come from the islands? Did not.
No! He cranes his head. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquire in front of the women. Huh. So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Coral. He changes tactics. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Seminese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there will be a next racist?
There always is. Blaze is a reality. He nods approvingly.
Know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Put this in the trash lately?
Stop showing me your pathetic up. I have no interest in it.
Okay. What are those tattoos if you're supposed to mean?
racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorryman down the street. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken to the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right. That's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance.
Jesus Christ. Correct.
Leave. I want to press that button. Yep.
Well,
So I actually have thought about like that as a tattoo. Not craniometric, but the idea of like getting a tattoo on your finger so that you can like know how big an
inches?
an inch is, yeah. For knitting. Or
It's
for
so
sewing.
fucking useful, man. I
Right.
actually kind of thought about doing that too. Because people will say like, "Oh, an inch is about the size of your thumb from the base." I'm like, guys, I have small hands, and then there's people with long hands. I don't understand what the fuck that means.
Yup. Alright. Grafting a roller tool to your body. I mean, yeah. Alright, I don't want to talk to this guy again yet.
Okay.
We've already gone over here. I guess the next step is to talk to that guy. The smoker
what-
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, not just the guy. Oh man,
Yes,
this is
thank
so
you.
much easier. Oh wait, we gotta go around.
Where are you going?
right?
Yeah, you gotta go around.
My bad. Hey, potato.
It's all good. Hi, potato.
We're rich. Oh,
I
birthday
know, we have
dinner.
$7 whole fucking dollars.
He's a birthday boy.
Where are you going?
Oh. There's also that lady, right?
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, we could talk to her.
All right. There's so many things to do.
Yeah.
What do we do? We go
there
through
is.
here.
Yeah, there's an alley over here.
All right.
Ooh, there's
Sushi.
there's a cork board over there.
Missing pets. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. What's this?
Ooh, what's that?
Flip up glass is the auditor.
Oh my god.
Am I gonna look cool?
Yes, you are.
Yes!
Oh my god, look at you.
I'm so fucking hot. Alright.
With my big fat gloves and my unmatching hat.
Where's my balcony
Ooh.
guy? The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires.
He went around the building, like this area right here.
Don't I have a key?
It's not like a skeleton key, Melanie. It was just a key to the.
Yes!
Money.
Money. Okay, just a door.
Yeah, you see the space between the wall and yeah, there you go.
Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus.
Yeah. I hope they're doing okay in the snowy
Door to
weather.
be remembered. This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This is the door to apartment 30. Voices from within singing along to some buoyant dance track.
Can you head further up?
No, I don't think I can.
To the right, Melanie.
This way, right?
Yeah. Again, I can't see your mouse.
Okay, so I'm going to click. I'm trying to.
okay, I can
it
see
won't
that.
Let me, it won't let me move any further.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can't click those bottles over there?
I'm clicking them,
Okay.
but nothing's happening, so I don't think I can get to them.
Okay.
I
We
can't
might have
click
to
on
go
the
back
doors.
inside. We might have to go back inside and get to the second floor from within.
Okay. What's this?
What's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
money.
more money! Oh my god, $8 whole dollars!
$8 whole. Right.
Yeah, let's check out more from here. Yeah,
What are
there's more
those?
room apartments in here.
Yes, money.
Money, 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 money.
Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Padlock door. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the door says 11. Knock?
Well, one of the things is that we could ask around
Where can we ask around?
the people who live here,
Oh, okay.
which is probably what that door leads to. Oh my god!
Yeah.
11 whole dollars!
I know, I'm so rich. Bougie Street 46.
You're not
What
gonna
is
knock
that?
on the door?
Hold on a second. I want to see this item. Okay. Okay, so knock on this door? Okay.
Yeah, because that's an apartment. We can ask if someone answers.
No reply.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we could probably ask some questions about who lives here.
Okay.
Or where that guy is, because we don't know where he is.
Here's someone walking around inside rearranging the furniture. Knock. You can feel tension on the other side. Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Wait, what?
Where's that voice coming from? What the hell was that?
What was that?
I don't know. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense.
This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the cackling of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Okay. It's locked. Okay, can I knock on it? Their mailbox is overflowing.
I guess we can ask this person.
Yep. I got money. Hello.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief.
Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Oh, look, it's me. You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's a cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence. I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
I forgot that's what he called himself. Oh, you find plenty of Martins here, don't you worry. She smiles a gap-toothed smile when she hears you mention the name.
What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Revachol.
Oh, Jim, John Doe. Oops, you didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. He stops before he offends you. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Okay. How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives?
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk? The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. He lives upstairs in room number 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. She points east. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. He turns to you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony, see if he's home.
Thanks, I'm off. Alright. So the balcony is out where we came, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jim Jamrock is a hell of a porn name.
Melanie.
What? What? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to...
There, see?
This isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. Inspect the symbol closer. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers remains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. What does it evoke in me? Why is the star upside down? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. What's the deal with the antlers? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. What does it evoke in me? Nothing at all yet. Right now it's just a meaningless shapes on a wall. Okay. Thank you, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no problem.
I was trying to remember how to, move fast.
Double click. 1 click is walk, 2 clicks is run.
I lost the top to my cup. Hold on a second.
What?
I dropped the top to my cup, and I don't want my cup to fall.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're leaning away from your microphone. I can't hear you.
I dropped the lid for my cup.
Oh.
And I want to see if I can find it, but I cannot.
I guess you're just doomed.
I am doomed. And I can pour the contents into my other cup. But it's a thermos, and so it keeps stuff warm.
Yeah.
And I drank so much hot water last night.
Now you're pissing hot water.
Basically.
Unlike the usual thing, which is pissing cold water.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going back to my sippy cup. What'd you say? There was another door near the cleaning lady. I saw that, but we're on a mission from God.
We're on a mission from God.
All right, here we go.
Are you proud of me? I know that reference.
You do. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh, you haven't? What the fuck? I've seen it.
Or maybe I have. I don't know. 28. This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Knock. No one answers.
Looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance is to catch him in the evening. He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 2100? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. He said this is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So, tomorrow at 2100?
Why not today? Suddenly he's a little worried about your memory. Sounds good. Tomorrow, 2100.
Tomorrow, 2100. Right. Here, apartment number 28. He writes down into his little notebook. Good. Let's go.
Does that mean he's going to remind me?
Probably.
Damn, turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him. Remember tomorrow. He's probably gone for today. Okay. Alright.
I guess we
go back
can
to here.
do other shit. So we could explore more of this apartment, or we could go check. Where we could do that and then check out that lady on the boat.
Yeah, let's
Are there more locations than this area? I'm just curious. I'm not like, because it's so dense, you know?
Yeah, it is dense. Oh,
Ooh,
what's that?
that belt already.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Alcohol.
more magnesium.
All right. Shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Maybe it's mold. Yeah, money.
I'll get the moldy money. Yeah, $12. Holy shit.
Okay, I think that's it for this room. Getting rich. Al Ghul. Maybe I can offer that guy some Al Ghul.
He doesn't like it.
Is that what Ra's al Ghul is a reference to? It's a Batman thing.
What's that?
Oh, the cleaning lady is gone.
No, she's not.
Oh, we haven't gotten that far. Okay. Okay. I guess I could talk to her some more. Or I could just keep going. What's here? Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates.
There's another balcony door.
Yep. What's that? Someone has torn down the wall. Huh.
This looks like it might have
See
used to
below.
be an apartment.
Looks cold and winter gray.
Can you go
Next
through
to
that
Popeye
open wall
yourself
area?
with drugs and alcohol. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
it's a
money.
Did you get the nose of it too?
I did.
Okay, got it.
List on the table and checks. Okay. Okay. Alright, well. So that's... Oh, I guess we could have gone down this way, maybe.
No.
Okay.
You see how it's like all boarded up?
Okay. So we can go to this balcony. Oh.
What's this?
Plastic tear.
Tear!
Gomi. What's that?
What's that? Oh, it's
More tear.
it's skull. It's the fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutation.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise. He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket. What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself, back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too. Fumes are bad for you, okay?
Fumes are bad for you, okay? Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Catch you later, Cindy. Alright, you want me to get that brain thing from the secret room? Let's check it out.
The what?
There was a brain thing in the secret room that I missed.
Brain thing?
Oh, yeah, I missed it.
This room?
Yeah, in this room. There it is. What happened here? You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad. What are we looking at? Put your emotions aside. Uh-oh. It damaged my morale?
Yeah.
But this reeks of sadness. You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here, except the stuff in the fridge. There's always a little something in the fridge. Indeed.
Can we use the magnesium, Melanie?
Yeah.
Let's use the magnesium.
Okay.
We have a fair bit.
tools? Items?
What's interact? No.
Huh.
Where is do? You can just click on the 5 outside of the inventory. So exit out of here, Melanie, and hit 5 on your keyboard.
Like here? Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that good enough, or do you want me to take another one?
Up to you. I think we're good right now.
And the charges is how many I have? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know how many magnesiums I have. I just have 5 charges.
Well, it's telling you that's how many you have.
Yeah, but it's not like a list that says 5.
That is, though. We had 5.
No, but
we just
like,
used one, so now it's 4.
No, it's...
See how it says 4 right there?
Yes, but what I'm saying is... Oh, so there's 4 additional ones?
Yes, so that's how much we have left. So you don't have to hover your mouse over it to see that you have 4 specifically for this one, right?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit, it's snowing outside.
With you or here?
With me.
Okay. I guess the reason why I'm asking, so like the 4 charges, so it says that I have 4 magnesium, is that what that means?
Yes.
Okay, and then I have 3 of whatever heals this.
Yeah, I think it's Nosafed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's not like a list that I can click on. It'll say Nosafed 3 and magnesium 4.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need to. It's redundant.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's redundant. I like having that. Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Yeah, dude, I'm at this rate, I'll be able to afford, like, to stay somewhere. Alright, let's check out this room.
Scotty says that he's pretty sure that we can check in our inventory somewhere.
I missed a thought? Okay. Look, I have, like, this beautiful empty brain. You should just, like, let me have my empty brain.
She has no peripheral vision. She can whenever she has to walk, she can only look at where she's going and not what the character is saying.
I'm really concentrating hard, you guys. Where's my thought?
Here comes a thought that might alarm you. Something you did.
It was up where the money was?
And now it harmed you. Or
okay.
Something you said failed to be charming. All these little things are suddenly swarming.
Oh, I guess I lost it. I lost my thought.
Well, you know what they say. If you forgot what it was, then you must not have been
that important. Alright, let's see what this is. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy?
Me.
It was me.
My bad.
Enough coal to last several winters. Smells of chemicals. Alright.
Why is that one green and why is that one blue?
What are these? Polome Laboureur jeans. Alright. Yes!
Oh
Nearly
my God.
$5, you guys.
Holy shit, we're almost at $20.
We're so rich.
We started out with $7 and some change.
Today.
We're almost at
Today.
$20.
Yeah. This is like serious, man.
This is amazing.
I mean, how else are we gonna... Okay, so I guess we could check this door out. Put on your rebel jeans? Okay. Oh. Instead of my, cum-stained ones?
Yeah. God ass. I love that.
Say what?
but it's electrochemistry that flavor text says god ass.
Oh, where does it say? I'm missing all this stuff.
Up on the top right.
Oh, God ass. There it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But -1 to reaction speed.
Yeah. But I mean, we're not really equipped for physical attributes anyway.
Okay.
Like, we're trying to be more of a suggestive, empathetic person.
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right. I'm wondering, like, what this whole... The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly. Take
money,
the
please
item
be money.
out. Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
One time I got some like skirt. I got a black skirt from like Goodwill. It had pockets in it, and then when I tried it on, it was really nice, and I took it home. And I saw that in the pocket was like $20. I was like, no way!
Hell yeah! The interact button in inventory to inspect the item. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. The worn label reads Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon. Why do I even care about this? Good question. There's no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper, yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please. What? Why do I keep getting psychic damage from thinking about things?
I don't know.
Wait, is this what life is?
I guess.
Have I been doing life wrong? Like I'm actually taking psychic damage without knowing in my life?
Maybe, Melanie.
Maybe that's
you
why
have
I'm
ADHD.
so tired. Maybe that's why I'm so tired all the time.
I mean, Melanie, listen. You have ADHD. For it to go unchecked for a long time means you've been taking more psychic damage than the neurotypical person.
You're right. Okay.
And this guy's brain damage, so he's been taking a lot of like mental damage.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even despite the strange feeling of regret. What the fuck? I want to, like, get some money for it. What does that thing say?
Right, and reclink it.
Docking reserved for residents of the Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Yes!
More magnesium.
All right.
So you see how it went from 4 to 5?
It did. It went to 5. That means I got inventory.
Yeah.
Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Oh, that's realistic.
It's a fucking boat. In my mind, like, the bigger the boat, the richer you are.
Yeah. I think this is you.
Oh. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCN.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing.
What gave us away?
So,
oh.
Remember, Kim warned us about her. She might provide some useful information, but she is a negotiator, so there's a good chance she can like talk us up without giving us anything meaningful at all.
Okay.
So it would help for us to throw weird questions at her.
Okay. So, should we start with what does the L stand for? Or try to be charming with what gave us away?
I like both. But something in regards to her might lower her guard, maybe.
Okay. Joyce L. What does the L stand
Leighton,
for?
my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat.
So what gave us away?
Nothing, honestly.
You're not gonna shake
I've
her
said it to
hand?
every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Oh. You want to shake her hand?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There's strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was
Yeah.
dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting.
She turns
I
to you
wish you a
unfazed.
swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're
on a boat.
Why, yes, I am. She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No, it is called Coeur d'Elite 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. Cool, but your boat really needs a name. That would throw her off, right?
I would say so. Okay, how about Coeur d'Elite 19? Why? She taps on the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound. Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Coeur d'Elite, and its hull is 19 feet paces long.
How about Dolores?
Dolores. Why Dolores?
I just like the name for some reason.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you for the suggestion.
What kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing, though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop, I like it a lot. Her lips curl into a wry smile. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Ooh, the eel's hips. I think I'm gonna have to start using that along with the cock carousel.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Azumi's boat. I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. She looks around. We are on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. She raises her brow. We are on the Caillou.
Huh, Caillou. I thought we were in Revachol.
We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kinema motor carriage either. Actually, the lieutenant becomes defensive. That motor carriage has been specially issued to serve a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Oh, Caillou is French for pebble? When I hear Caillou, I think of the little bald kid.
It is for crossing long distances in Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It's not a toy. Neither is this. The woman pats the cabin hardtop. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Oh, no. Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox. You're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this. I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good. She takes a sip of her thermal cup.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. Pleasure craft operator, you say, Duncan?
That makes... I'm tempted for 5.
Yeah, okay. You seem smart.
Like, is this where we're gonna get our reality lowdown check?
Maybe. I need someone to give me a low dose on this reality we're in.
Okay. This reality... She puts her hood closer around her neck.
No time to explain. Just give me the lowdown.
No, but please, a little context. We're not such a hurry.
I got so drunk I forgot literally everything.
What? She chortles, nearly spilling her tea.
Please don't make me say it again. Or I could do this. A supernatural event took place within my head on alcohol.
Such an acute encephalopathy. Just doesn't seem possible. She puts her beverage down and stares at you. Surely you're joking. Don't be phased, madame. What?
Last thing I remember was getting hit by Truck Coon.
Oh my god. Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality. We may be here a while then. She takes a long sip to clear her throat. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay? Where are we? What times are these? What is this acute encephalopathy? What is think of something close to you? What are you? What is this? What is reach for something fundamental that is now? Okay, it says begin with the first, okay? So where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment, popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover. Pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
She smiles. Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages. And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. She looks around, her green raincoat flapping in the wind. A very small district tucked away near the Industrial Arbor, north of the H-81 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled into smithereens during the Revolution. She shrugs. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. She closes her eyes. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. She opens them. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort, before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol, and the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes, we are on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing and out of sight. What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. She looks over the waters. Imagine a pebble, a smooth-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are at the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It's clear this pebble is of enormous value to her. Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol? Or tell me another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality.
Yep, either's fine. I would be happy to. What is a preposterously preposterously expensive education for if not for sharing.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. She puts her finger to her lips and points at you. You and I were born after the dust is settled, a thousandth of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time. Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth.
What's the big time?
The revolution, she says.
Ha! And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next. Who gets shot in the head and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Would you say it's a bunch of apes duking it out?
Would you say it's a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central, full swing intra-species warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No, I would say the apes were neutral. She looks at you, her gaze sharp.
Okay, neutral.
Ooh. On the other hand, she turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront, then shivers slightly.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution, but the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Oh,
Jesus.
Great. Right, Duncan? She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists, too. They shot them as well, so well, one forgets they even existed.
Okay. I need to take a breath.
You okay?
Yeah. I just took psychic damage.
For real?
Maybe.
Oh, no, you gotta get yourself all set. Take a sip of your thermos.
Actually, it's empty. I've been drinking.
Oh, no.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Out of the 40 million people that got shot. Wow. That's a tragedy.
Yes, the Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they called it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. She shakes her head. Just as well. He wasn't actually the king, just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive and his nephew Frissel got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling city. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals, you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some are rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Remember, everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Well, she's one of them, of course. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention, the coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. She stomps her booted foot. Ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who are the coalition?
Coalition of nations. Grad, Mask, Vespa, Messina, Orange, and Sur-la-Clef. the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There's a bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She's critical, but ultimately understands the cause. Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. The last one sounds like you.
Okay. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am and also not.
An almost enduringly moralist standpoint, she bows. It must be so hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? She smiles mischievously. Don't answer it, it's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
Give me a second. It wasn't a who, but a what? A pandemic of
Sarah?
Zarath?
Yeah.
A pandemic of Zarath, a particularly virulent prion disease which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Maziv came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Zarath do?
Many people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed, Zarath is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol in Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why, you and I, officer. She spreads her arms, raincoat flapping in the wind. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie, a pair of pants? Our lives are very different from each other.
No doubt, but we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you'd think.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones, under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the Citizens' Militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of a reappropriated silk mill, Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage. What?
What is this, like, fanfic? The Zone of Control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of interstellar communication, telepathic milieux, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43. So, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war. West of the river leveled offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No, it was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. An isolo-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. She curtsies. Welcome to reality, baby.
Oh.
Oh, you leveled up.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes, days slipping by. Do you want me to level up first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You don't seem to be thrilled.
I have no right to be dissatisfied. She shakes her head. This shirt is Barbara Moscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... She looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flecking from the stone. Her voice is almost wistful. We could have had so much more. Every one of us, if only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. She cranes her neck. What would you have done differently? Hold on. I can go use the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some
I'll be
water.
right back.
I'll be right back too. Okay, so I can hold on to the level ups and level up when I want. What would I have done differently?
How you hanging in there, Melanie?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just have food.
Do you want to eat your food?
I kind of want to eat my food,
Eat
but I don't
your
want to make
food.
you talk.
No, it's okay. I'm good. I'm going to say I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Sarath drove those people mad.
Yeah. So, a quarter of humanity, she calculates, simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlive with the technology 50 years ago? I like that number 2 is basically just restating what actually happened.
All right, with some hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research program. Good hygiene?
Good
really?
hygiene.
Oh, I figured I'd read so you can eat.
You're good.
Okay.
Good hygiene, really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem. It's those sort of half measures that doomed the authorities in Grad. When they failed to step up, Mazov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate. The lieutenant puts down his notes for a moment. Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM. She turns to him. And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
Uh-oh. There's curiosity there that goes unnoticed. The lieutenant takes a step back absent-mindedly.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Jesus.
Understandable, she nods.
That's enough about
Yeah.
the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
It's snowing.
It's snowing pretty damn hard.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. I want to know what you are.
She hums.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one. What are you?
Say nothing.
Oh, say nothing? Okay.
That's the power move.
Oh, yeah.
I am the vilest of the vile, she says with a sudden flash of teeth. A traitor, a devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine. Dios mío, a liberal! We already know what's so vile about that because she's explained it.
Yeah.
Dios mío.
I like cool. I liberate pretty hard myself. No, she shakes her head slowly. Not like me. I am another creature of the forbidden swamp who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial colonists? She looks you in the eye. No, I think not. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
The fuck? In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire, decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I do like number 3. I feel like because we got a success on electrochemistry, 3 became an option for us.
Okay. Alright, I forgive you, but only because you're charming.
A duel? She pronounces. Who, being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of godly?
Hey, Potato, what's a duel?
Duel?
Duel. Duel? God something? The great shaman Gi sneaketh into the homes of the godly. Vile du.
I hope we were able to continue as friends despite my scaly bulk and my intimidating liberal credentials. This was not the plan all along. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of the survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. She turns her gaze to the Delta. This was all our last generation managed.
Oh yeah, like Cruella de Vil. Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Marie or Delta beachheads either, and not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters, we have an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes, an oil fire on the ocean. You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here. So this is talk, ma'am. The lieutenant puts down his notes and gives her a look.
You have daughters?
Yes, whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. She closes her eyes and opens them again. Now, shall we return to reality?
What's this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective. In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio. What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere. Oh wait, that's the guy.
Oh, the necktie.
The fucking necktie! Yes,
I
and
was
perform
like, just-
autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
I was like, what the fuck was she telling me to do that? What?
No, the fucking why? I thought the necktie would appear in a portrait, but Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
What is this? Spread your hands.
A bird, she tilts her head. Sphenicid, a flightless bird of the polar regions.
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here?
Ah, she spreads her arms almost as wide. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. She looks around.
What is the Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see, and new buildings, bâtiments, after Les Bâtiments Nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. She looks up at the crumbling facade. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall, a real high-rise by the standards of the last century, built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat! From dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her red paintbrush held to her throat. Wonderful.
That's all for
I
now.
wonder if that's her daughter.
Oh, what is that?
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Oh, Ghislaine is pronounced Ghislaine? Ghislaine?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Ghislaine.
Ghislaine! Thank you for... I will remember that forever.
Infraculture?
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
Oh, sorry to let you know this, but, we're all part of the infraculture here. Okay, now explain the same thing but to a child. I understand everything now. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
So, have you guys ever heard of the style toddler grandma?
What?
So, like, people who...
Is it like all the pastel cutesy shit?
You wear, like, basically whatever a toddler would wear. Like, because toddlers get the cutest outfits, but, like, also grandmas wear whatever the fuck they want. So, like...
Yeah.
So, like... there was a point before I had kids, because now everything I wear has to be like breastfeeding or, like able to keep up with kids. But like, I used to wear like a tutu pretty regularly, and like I like ruffles and all kinds of other shit, and like put weird shit in my hair. Toddler grandma. So,
That's gonna be me.
And my hair's fucking green, so.
Yeah.
That's
gonna be me.
It's gonna be a.
She takes a pause. She pauses to take a long, leisurely sip of tea. All right, what next?
I think that's it for now, unless you want to try these legendary things that we're not gonna get. That's all for now.
We can fail it and then see what happens. But like, which one would you rather fail? Unless you don't want to try them at all.
I mean, they're so vague that I don't really even know what I'm asking. You try and fail and get to try again later. Okay. Check failure.
Damn.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look over the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly, that's all. What is...
Damn.
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you, it's about reality. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance, the little that I know. Anything else?
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What do we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. She points to the small dots on the horizon. See the airships there blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. Then to the east toward the harbor. And then that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
She enjoys talking about the company. It would not hurt to inquire more. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that the last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's how we could make some money. A billion? What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow!
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Cimmerian and Insulindian Islas. 250 years ago, when Pines' ships explored the South Seminoles and chartered Lo Manthang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Apricots.
Like the gum!
Yeah. What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean, aside from being the terminal's legal owners? She gives you a little smile. Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Hobo cop.
Hobo cop.
I mean, I think that they probably employ the people here And so keeping the people here as poor as possible benefits them, right?
It sounds like it.
You don't keep it moving. The workers do. The company's nothing to do without them.
We built this district, she says calmly.
We're the job creators.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint Ghislaine with its bastions. The plaza's meteor and mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to investments from the WP. She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Thank you, Charles, for the fucking earworm. God damn it. I hate that song.
We built this city.
God damn it.
We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city.
I hate this song.
We built this city on rock and roll. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbor, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for the Revacholian employers.
What are you eating for dinner, by the way?
Stir fry?
So, I made a potato gnocchi sheet pan bake with tomatoes and broccoli and fennel seeds and oregano and olive oil.
Oh my god, that sounds so fucking good.
It actually, oh, and Impossible sausage. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
A company getaway for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution, but that's another matter. She takes a sip. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
So remember how you said stir fry? I think you used less oil in your stir fry than I used in my bake.
Probably. I mean, Kay made this. He put noodles in it. So stir fry noodles.
This is why, like, every time I'm just like, stir fry is not fried food.
It's pan fried, unfortunately. I'm sorry. With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone. Ooh.
What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything, she smiles. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and elements that give me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
How do I repeal it then?
Why, by throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer. And how are the talks going? They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after all that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2.2 meter racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. She leans back and rolls her eyes.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived. And when did you first arrive? I arrived 3 weeks ago, she thinks. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM. But the strike began in December. He looks at his notes.
Sorry.
You're good. I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont, despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations. This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike. Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time the demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to. How did he put it? She pauses to compose herself. Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Huh, okay then.
Yes, keep in mind this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him in the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere and banners. What did they say again? Oh, yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means. Seems like they have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really? It needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also the kings of the 72,000 employees of the Wild Pines group.
It's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They are having a blast, but how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was that they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one. Excuse me. The lieutenant looks up from his notes. From whom did you hear about this lynching? I first heard about it from the boya at the gates. Her reply comes quick. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was Call Me Mañana.
This checks out. The
Talk
scab
to that guy.
Yep. This scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs, she raises her brow. You mean the hulled masters of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they are organized by Wild Pines or the affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you, not right now at least.
It's implied she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion. Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts his interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Say nothing.
He is the most corrupt individual I've ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
No! Okay, I'm quitting this game. We're done. We're finished.
No, it's not the same Edgar, it's not the same Edgar. It's not the same Edgar.
Yes, but it's a twin. It's a twin.
I know.
How many
Edgar?
Edgar twins are there in the world? Not many. There's not. No.
Melanie, no, Melanie, please.
We're gonna play Breath of Fire 2. Sorry, we're gonna switch now. It was fun playing this game. Wait, there are 2 of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as a foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh my gosh, you guys don't understand.
God.
This is my new
This is
Blorbo.
No, it's not, Melanie.
Yes,
It's absolutely
I love
not.
lazy eyes. You don't understand.
It's not. This guy should not be your Blorbo, I don't
I
think.
I know. He's terrible. Jesus.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself? Outside of the Brothers Clare.
The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that.
This is Edgar with the mustache.
A twirling mustache and a lazy eye. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... How do you say? She hesitates, looking for the right expression. A mob, the lieutenant says succinctly. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we will be forced to cooperate with them.
Great.
I guess we're kind of just forced to be able to have to encounter these lads, I guess.
Yep. Oh, Potato thinks that he can tell me who can and cannot be my Blorbo. Potato.
Thanks.
Huh?
Well, listen, he accurately called my Blorbo before I met him, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
I can trust Potato.
Yeah, okay.
Refreshingly honest, officer. She nods. The company has tried to appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. She turns to you. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see, she explains. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
Oh, Scotty, I know, you said it first. You said it first. All right. Don't go on strike, Scotty. We need you. All right. So, but all this talk of strikes. All right.
You okay?
Yeah. No, I just didn't want to cough into the microphone. And honestly, my cough is 1,000 times better than it was yesterday.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, like, I'm not coughing up as much stuff now, which is really nice.
Yeah.
A giant leech suffocating the life out of Revachol.
Indeed. And a hungry one, she nods. Sadly, Wild Pines has cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous woman of the Union. She disappeared. Disappeared? Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Eerie, yeah. Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with them. Thank you for your concern, ma'am. It'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the subject. What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
Yeah.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers. Oh god, do we have our badge? Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. The lieutenant hands her a piece of blue plastic. I am Lieutenant Kisaragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. He points to you. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice. Oh, curious. She returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you. Why is that, detective?
You should know because I told you that I don't have my brain. I have that hydrocephaly or whatever. Awkwardness watches over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events. Remember when I told you I literally cannot remember even the most basic facts about reality?
How can I forget? She tilts her head to the side.
One of those facts is where my badge is. Another is my name.
I was hoping your condition was rhetorical, detective. A questioning technique. I would say I wish it were.
I wish it were.
I have sympathy for your highly unusual condition, sir, and I believe you. But as it stands, I cannot share any confidential information until I've seen both your badges. I understand the dictates of protocol, ma'am, but is there no way around it? I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. These are my employer's orders.
Hang on, she's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it,
How
do
do
it,
I
do it, do it, do it,
negotiate
do
my
it, do
way
it,
out of
do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes!
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. She puts down her thermal cup. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain. Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. There's an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones? Or, she picks the cup back up, you can recover your badge. Though, if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that might be a lost cause. Detective, the lieutenant closes his notebook. A word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. Wow, you work hard. I do? Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. What hard work do I do exactly? Look at yourself. You're a human petameter. I know it's pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you reemerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You don't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. The cock carousel?
The cock carousel. I like number 2.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch. That's just what it is like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of innocents on them. Innocences on them. You bring the Franco... What? And the Solas?
I don't know what that means.
Black French people? I don't know. That looks like a word I shouldn't say. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You don't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Guess I've made some gills, sure. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now ask yourself, are you rich? No, I'm actually not. That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself into the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Hobo cop!
Hobo cop!
Sorry. It's because of that Gart guy riding my ass. The system is broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Fucking taxes, man. I don't know. Why am I so poor? The system is broken. Boo-hoo, the system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know.
Why am I so poor? Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Really? Every time I sneeze?
Stop sneezing!
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony, one tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. Total tax duties add up to... Are we talking tariffs? God fucking damn it. I need a game that's not like reality. Y'all... We have some lovely Canadians in our chat tonight.
Yeah.
We are U.S. Americans, and we are sorry. But I think y'all know that.
No, Melanie. We're sorry.
Yeah, we're so sorry. Please take us.
We're so sorry.
Please take us.
Help.
We'll live in the basement. It's fine.
Help.
98% of all your money. No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Opt in. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Opt out. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, you know how that feels.
Yes, huh? Like I felt it in my nipples just now. Can't you see like Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples, Melanie?
I mean, this is just what happens when you have a baby. Pardonnez-moi. So, like, I'm not against taxes. I just want taxes to do better things, you know?
Yeah.
So, bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation only help with that? Opt in, but only a little? This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. This is the middle, right?
Seems like it. I'm not sure what...
I don't know what I'm opting into or opting out of.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm going to opt out. This isn't helping me with my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal, free market advocate. Ride or die, keep it street. Well, if not being ultra-liberal makes me racist, then I guess I should go ultra-liberal? Go away. I'm not going to get called racist. It's bullshit.
Hobo cop.
Oh, God.
We did it!
All right.
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royale, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Ooh.
Do I have to accept?
Yes. Look,
no,
you
I don't have to.
You have to.
No, I don't have to.
You have to. I need you to.
No, I can't. I have to. I can't get away from it. No.
Look, what's wrong? What's wrong?
But then I can't
What's
be a
the
cop.
issue?
It says game over for my cop chapter. That means that Kim.
It's just a figure of speech, Melanie.
Yeah, but
it's
Kim,
not like...
Kim's gonna leave me.
No, he's not, Melanie.
Oh, okay.
Look, it's just a title that gives you stat bonuses. Go to the bonuses. Did you take a look at the bonuses?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Bonuses from the thought reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear. We can get more money with HoboCop stats being up.
Okay. But I can forget it if I want to?
if you wanted to, but then you'd be losing the bonuses.
Okay, so this means he wants to talk to me.
This is not going quite as I hoped
Yeah.
it would, Detective.
This is not going quite as I'd hoped, Detective. The lieutenant's voice is hushed.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance. And not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
So we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along. Or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Okay, thank you, Al. They were talking about bonuses like some kind of ultra-liberal. If you choose to literally sleep in a dumpster, you'll have an issue, I think. But otherwise, Kim will still love you as a hobo cop. Okay. He doesn't let it show, but there's a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation. We could just, find my badge.
Oh, he nods slowly. That would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then investigate, briefly. He adjusts his glasses. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
It would not hurt if you tried more in the future, yes?
Oh, Kim. Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
You seem rich. Can I have some money? Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
Quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years. Ingredients for what, ma'am? Meth, and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say that what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials came from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here. Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say that the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean? We're in logistics. It's our business to know, and no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients. For a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everett and the Dockworkers Union. Still, she raises her bony finger. Every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout. The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbor into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. She gives you a knowing look. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share our company's secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under. We know that the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know that it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence. Well, she smiles and points toward the roundabout. Here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No, we asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, she pauses, looking at the sea. There is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. She looks north. Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour into the streets of Revachol. Not to the east, across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary. Well, at least this solves one mystery. What is that, Lieutenant? Well, I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in on my motor carriage. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity, I'm sure you understand.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing the strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
Jeez.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it. With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven into Jamrock. You need to find the one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, but she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
What if that singing guy might be, more open to talking to us?
That's what I was thinking. Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. She takes a long sip of tea. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup.
That's all for now?
She's got a pee.
She's got one of those Stanley cups.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Alright. How are you doing? That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot of information. I'm kind of like...
Oh, we can level up our skill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Duncan was saying that we might want to, hold off.
On leveling up our skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can do it now or not.
No, we can hold off.
I mean, it might be nice.
What would you like to put it into?
Let's see. I want to just...
Can you click?
Yeah, I want to click, but then it's going to, jump into it, so...
I want to see what volition means.
Volition?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up.
Oh.
Good morality.
I was watching it was a period piece called The Terror. I think I mentioned that on Craft Night a while ago. They're British, so the way they pronounce lieutenant is lieutenant.
Yes. Why?
That's so weird.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. They just say it. I'm looking at the captions and I just hear them say lieutenant. I'm like, what the fuck? So there's lieutenant, there's lieutenant, and there's lieutenant. Love it.
Yeah. I think lieutenant is French.
Yeah, it's the sexiest one.
Authority. Drama. Persuasion. See art in the world. Shivers. Stun with immense panache. Reaction speed.
The Duncans said they're lefties.
Oh, the lieutenants.
Yeah.
Keep your poker face. Which one are you feeling?
Either drama or authority.
I think I preferred drama. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. Oh, what's this thing? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Okay. All right. It's getting a little bit late. How are you feeling,
Yeah.
Arrow?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm also hungry.
Okay. I thought you were able to eat something, no?
I mean, I'm taking bites every now and then.
All right. Well, where should I save? I guess go back to, like, where the lorries are so that we know to start there next time. Okay. Look at me, I'm moving faster. Yay! I
I
can
think
be
you'll be
taught.
happy to know that this is a veggie stir-fry noodle.
Ooh. Alright. So I'm going to save. Alright. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, I can focus on a new thought?
Yeah, because we already leveled up Hobocop. Do we have anything else, though?
Glands?
I don't think we have anything else.
I think that's it. Never mind. Okay, good.
Yeah, we rejected the free market thing, so I don't think we have anything, whatever that is.
I have 2 brain cells, you guys. Only 2. Alright. Well, thanks for tuning in and helping us out. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys next week. Oyashimi.
Good night.
Good night.
Oyashimi.